And welcome to episode 809 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, November 5th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. And got anything fresh stuff for me today, fellas? Because I don't want to say what I'm talking about yet, because it's not great.
What do you mean fresh stuff? I mean, well, yeah, it's Friday.
Fresh stuff, just like any cool happenings going on around
the Haps. What's the Haps?
Yeah, like what's happening with you guys?
Man, this show.
I know. Okay. All right. Well, I'll say it. Sadly, there's lots of COVID in the cup of coffee in the big time today. So that's
what am I doing in the show? Oh, in this show.
I meant anything. I was trying to distract myself from what I had to announce that I was talking about. Yeah. Okay.
I just keep watching my neighbor build that deck. Now. That's what I've been doing all day.
How's it going?
It's going really well over there.
What does that make you feel?
I just wish I could just do that, I've known a couple people in my life that have just built decks. You guys know the other one, Mr. Z.
Very good.
And and I'm just like, how I don't even think I could do it if I read about it for, a month. I don't think I could do it.
I mean, I think the thing about deck building and just construction and general woodworking, right, is just doing. You got to do, right?
Yeah.
Like my dad always did. He was never good at it. But then he taught me how to do it not well, and I want to one day do it well.
My father had that same thing going on. Yeah, like just pretty say subpar carpenter, but also pass those skills on to me.
Big time.
I now scream at things that I can't figure out inside the house.
But you're not afraid to get out the tools and
I'll get them out. I'll start. I'll create a hole in the wall and then have to call a professional to come.
Right.
This guy could start his own deck business. You know what I mean? Like that's how good he is. And it's gone up so quickly. I mean, literally it's taking him probably about a week to build this deck. He was off yesterday because it was raining.
That's impressive.
But he's moving quick.
I mean, the tough part is the leveling, right? Like that's what takes patience, and like the setting of what are they called? The things that go in the ground.
The posts.
The posts, the setting of the posts or the supports, that I would find really because you have to dig the hole, right?
Cement,
that takes a lot of patience.
Concrete,
Then lay the concrete, then get it level.
All the finer points are things that I feel like all of us would struggle with. Yeah.
You need that string. There's the string, and then you never have the right tools. Like you never have like a table saw, right? Or like you never have like you're always short a tool.
Going mid project to Home Depot is the worst feeling.
Well, you have to go.
This guy's got every tool in the world, but he's like, I asked him for some clippers the other day because I wanted to. There's actually over the summer to trim my trees because they were hanging really low on the sidewalk and shit. And he's like, yeah, I think I got some, and he never, he didn't want to give me his clippers because I think he thought that I was the kind of guy that was just going to abuse his tools, not take care of them,
give them back,
never give him back, even though I live right next door to him. He's the guy that stole my sweatshirt. And maybe he thought that I was going to take the clippers as
he has the
collateral.
Ass Kicker sweatshirt, and he's
he's got the Sturgis Coffee Shop sweatshirt.
Oh, okay. I was worried.
And we're sure that there's no way that he also went to Sturgis Coffee Shop.
There's the chances would be just the odds would be incredible.
See, I think he has a motorcycle in his garage.
He does have a motorcycle in his garage.
Right.
Same brown sweatshirt from the Sturgis Coffee Shop.
And the reason that you have a Sturgis Coffee Shop sweatshirt is because you went to the tourist destination that is Sturgis.
Right, to film,
right. A motorcycle tourist destination.
To work,
And he's got a bike in his garage.
Well, but Wes had a bike. Also, Wes had the sweatshirt. Is he wearing it while he builds the deck and he knows you're watching him?
Not yet.
Okay, because when that happens, then you know what's happening.
It's almost sweatshirt weather here, and he's into long sleeves, so the sweatshirt's coming out soon.
I mean, Wes, it's like going
Wes
to Marfa,
drinking his coffee, watching this guy build
just smoking cigarettes on my balcony, watching this guy saw, and then I want to take a nap, and he's out there sawing, hammering.
But like, if you go to Marfa, right, you get grilled cheese from that Land Shark truck. If you go to New York City, you go to Bubba Gump. It's not that crazy of an idea that he went to Sturgis and then visited the coffee shop.
Well, it is odd that mine disappeared the same time he started wearing his. That's what's weird.
Right. But you were drinking a lot at that point. We said that's the other potential that you.
Yes, that I gifted it to him.
Yeah.
It's possible. But then why would he not be giving you the shears? You know.
I don't know.
Do you promise that before you move out of there, you'll ask him?
For sure.
Okay.
100%.
Hey, not for nothing, but
Hey, where'd you get that? He'd be like, "Oh, you don't remember? You were hammered and knocked on my door one night and said I have to have this."
yeah, it could be waiting around the corner for you.
Yeah. I want you to have this because you still own a motorcycle. Yeah, something like that.
So okay, so Wes has got reviews and voicemails at the end of the show. Pat, what's in the TikTok?
I got the TikTok international moment. Slowed news day internationally, but we're going around the world, I'd say. And then we got a Florida story for you because it's Florida Man Friday.
Florida Man Friday. Patreon.com/hardfactor to hear the extended version. Ooh, la, la.
There you go.
All right. If nothing else, let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. Before painkillers and anesthesia were invented, ancient Roman surgeons were trained to block out the screams of human pain in their minds so they could just operate on you raw dog.
Oh, my God.
Wait. It was the surgeon got a painkiller or trained.
No, the surgeon got trained to not listen to your screams.
Like a monk.
I mean, that's one way.
So that when you were jumping around on the table screaming, he's just focused and not listening to you and cutting up your insides. No filler.
I mean,
in between.
They had to be at like a 12% non-death rate, right?
I'm sure a lot of people died on the operating table.
I mean, why do you even, I would just say, fuck it. I guess they didn't have the data, but
Dude, what if you had like an abscess or something growing like,
you could,
off of your body? Like,
you can poke me. Like you could poke into something growing off my body. That's allowed, but you're not cutting into me.
I don't know. Back in those days, man, you get desperate.
Yeah, you get desperate.
And modern medicine's a hell of a thing. But, all right. Ancient Rome, the orgies would have been cool, but like the little kid sex and then also this, no anesthesia and painkillers.
You also think about what the genitals and breath smelled like back then.
Yeah, and people could murder you just in the street. And like murder was like a normal kind of thing. You like pay a fine for it.
Stab you in the back.
Just around the corner, and you got away with it.
E2 Brute.
Yeah, but the orgies.
But the orgies.
See, they got those today. If you know where to look. Orgies. If you would commit to be an orgy fellow, that you can find a party.
Yeah, you could just stumble into them back then. Right. You just be walking around and be like, oh, all right.
So common.
Here we go.
Yeah, but a percentage of it was young boys. Like you don't want to be in an orgy where there's any percentage young boys.
They also had baths. I'm sure people were just fucking in the baths too, right? Like
everywhere.
Had to be.
Got to get first on the bath.
Yeah. Nowadays, you just have to go on like Craigslist or something to find all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get hooked up though. All right, November 5th, holidays. It's football day. Ooh. Happy football day to everybody. It's Firewood Day, Gunpowder and Guy Fawkes Day. More on that in a minute. National Donut Day, Jersey Friday. So I'm wearing the LSU jersey.
Hell yeah.
I'm a big Jersey guy. And wearing the LSU, even though that Bam is going to stomp us this weekend, probably. But jerseys are great. You guys like jerseys?
It's not. I think it's National New Jersey Friday.
Is it?
I'm taking it that way.
Jersey
National Jersey Friday.
I love a jersey, Will. I'll be honest with you. They're hot.
There's a big divide on it. People are like, if you shouldn't wear a jersey if you're
a grown man.
Male. I disagree.
Summertime jerseys get a little hot. Pat's right.
Yeah, I own a lot of them. There's a certain type of dude that ruined basketball jerseys. You know what I mean? Just ruined them because that was like, because there was the guy,
the Bama. You mean?
Not a Bama, but at a certain there was a certain summer where you'd go to a music festival and every single dude was in a basketball jersey. And at that point, it kind of loses its cool when every single dude is in the exact same thing. It becomes a uniform. That's why I don't fuck with cargo shorts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like you're saying like a throwback b-ball jersey and cargo shorts. It's just off the table.
Everyone got the same brilliant idea at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if you had the best jersey? I mean, that's still. I'm never gonna be on jerseys. You know,
People
my
fucked
parents.
them.
My parents showed me one of my first Christmas wish lists. What was on there? A jersey.
Did you get it?
No, I did not. It was too expensive.
Yeah, that was in my house. That would have been not happening. There no jerseys were purchased for this man.
Yeah,
you know,
I have to buy our own jerseys.
that reminds me. One time, I was friends with this girl back in college. She was just strictly a friend, and I didn't contact her for a while, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after 6 years, she contacts me. We start talking, blah blah blah. She gives me this sob story. She tells me how she doesn't have any money for Christmas for her son, blah blah blah, and she tells me that her son wanted a jersey. I think it was like a Bears jersey or something. So I sent him a Bears jersey just to be nice, like so we could have a nice Christmas, right? And I love this girl. She was one of my best friends. Awesome girl. And I never got a fucking thank you. Like I just sent her the jersey, and that was the last time we talked.
Oh my goodness, she just accepted the jersey and ran.
I mean, it's also weird that she came out of
Very
nowhere.
annoyed. Yeah.
And it got into conversations about her son's Christmas gifts. How fast did it get into
not very fast. It was
Okay.
it was like I'm in school, blah 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 blah. I this and that, and like the dad isn't around, kind of thing. We're just talking about life.
For that.
Yeah.
Not even
But I never got a thank you. It really annoyed me.
text like a hey,
Dude, you should hit her back
Loves the
now that
jersey.
you have a kid.
You know what you should say, Wes? Yeah, he's like, hey, you ever get a
Christmas
picture
is coming.
that kid in a jersey? That one I
Yeah,
sent him.
yeah.
Really love to see that.
I hope you like that. Yeah.
It's also November 5th, Tsunami Awareness Day. So tsunamis are deadly tidal waves created by underwater earthquakes or volcanic activity.
With no prediction system, right?
They could be very deadly.
Okay. There's a prediction system now.
Now you are aware. I think they're like there's like a thing.
There's buoys in the water.
Tsunami's coming. But yeah, like you probably got to drive away really fast. Yeah. Tsunami awareness. Now you are aware. Today in history, November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. The Gunpowder, Treason, and Plot. Sound familiar?
It's Guy Fawkes.
That's right, from V for Vendetta. In 1605, the Gunpowder Plot. It's a November 5th is celebrated with fireworks as Guy Fawkes Day. This English holiday marks the anniversary of the Gunpowder Plot, when Roman Catholics led by Robert Catesby tried to blow up Parliament, the king and his family on this day in 1605.
But they failed, right?
Yeah, I think they failed.
Celebrating failure.
But it was
Wouldn't
like,
call it
I guess
the
they were
plot
rising up.
It would have been called the explosion.
Right. Good
If we're
point.
celebrating failures, I need a couple days. I need a couple national days.
Yeah. I mean, we all could.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Calendar to be full.
That's true.
It would
But
be full.
I mean, it was really cool. And I guess, I don't know, if you like V for Vendetta, turn it on today. Great movie. Trending news, honorable mentions, lots of entertainment stuff. Pete Davidson and Will Smith were trending again, but I've had enough of them. You guys cool with that? We don't have to rehash that. Pete Davidson, Will Smith.
I did hear something about Will Smith that was very strange, that he was talking about how at one point he wanted to kill his father.
That's why he's trending. Yeah, okay. I can't deal with it. I don't want
That was interesting to me.
I don't want to talk about it.
He's a poser. But last week it was because like sex with him is not
Yeah, Jada was like,
happening.
right. He's saying they weren't having sex. I don't know him or Jada.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Enough.
Kim K and Pete Davidson.
No, I don't want to talk about either of these guys.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, she's up.
She's gonna break him. He's a twig.
We're getting called TMZ on Instagram with all the celebrity stuff. So
yeah,
I don't
let's
really
move
give a
on.
fuck.
neither
Joe
do I,
Budden?
but it's interesting.
Still celebrity stuff. Joe Budden came out as bi, the rapper. There was tons of funny Lil Boosie memes about that.
That's big for hip hop. That's huge for hip hop.
Big for hip hop. Dave Portnoy also trended over a Business Insider story. But in other entertainment news, the one I want to ask you guys about is Chris Pratt throwing shade at Anna Faris and his son with her in a recent Instagram post. So here it is. Chris posts a picture of him and his new wife, and he says, "Guys, for real, look how she's looking at me. I mean, find you somebody that looks at you like that. You know, We met in church. She's given me an amazing life and a gorgeous, healthy daughter. She chews so loudly that sometimes I put my earbuds in to drown it out. But that's love. She helps me, blah, 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 blah. Big, like, I love you, wife post. Thank you for the healthy daughter. But his ex-wife, Anna Faris, and their son, Jack, together, he has health issues. So everybody got upset at Pratt for saying that he has a healthy daughter with his new wife. Do you think he's throwing shade at his ex there?
No,
No.
just a bad choice of words.
I agree.
I mean, I invite you guys, not for too long. Well, no, it's fine. Go nuts on Anna Faris's podcast because you're not going to get hooked. I mean,
Pass.
dude, God love her, especially in Promising Young Woman. She was great, but she is a nut job, man. Like she has a screw loose. She needs help, in my opinion, listening to her pod.
I think that's why there was the overpouring of emotions, right? Because I guess she talks about Jack's health struggles on there, and people are like, how dare he? But he's not going to be like throwing shade at his fucking son.
No,
Like,
I mean, he's
not-
an idiot.
Right.
He's an
Like
idiot.
he just misspoke. Like he didn't realize that it may like offend people, but
that's your son.
you're right. You're not going to be like talking shit about your kid.
No, he's
That's-
not throwing shade. He's an idiot, but that he needs to. I mean, it gives you an indication of how involved he is in his son's life, right? That like how top of mind his son is.
Right. He's
'cause he
clearly
got-
with his new family more. Yeah.
If you got two kids and one of them is having difficulties,
Yeah.
you don't say, "I'm really glad this one isn't having difficulties." You know.
Right. It's also this thing like that's like the thing you just say. So happy that we're happy and healthy and blah blah blah.
Right.
You know,
He's just
it's
like,
just-
But she
like-
gave me a healthy son or child. Is
Oh yeah, that's pretty
she's
sad.
given me an amazing life, a gorgeous, healthy daughter, and she chews so loudly, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he could have left out the healthy.
I mean, like, right.
but then maybe he values health because he knows how hard it is with his son Jack. You know.
Which is what people are saying. And that then
Mhm.
it's like a dig at Anna Faris. I think that this like probably, I feel bad for Chris Pratt and Anna Faris in this situation because this would be such a less big of a deal if the internet didn't make it a huge deal.
Right. And
You
if
know?
that kid didn't have cute little like thick glasses on in the
Mhm.
picture,
That's a cute kid.
that's a cute
He's
kid.
got
Yeah.
some health problems. He's sickly, but he's cute.
Yeah, he's super cute.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's
Seriously
entertaining.
though, check that pod out just for one episode. I mean, you won't even get through half of it.
No,
but
I'm not going to. I mean, I can't. I'm not really into her as it. I mean, she's.
Did you
great
see
in some
Promising
stuff,
Young
but-
Woman?
Yeah, no, I need
Yeah.
to watch it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I thought it was a little overrated.
She's not in it. I'm kidding. It was a great movie.
Right. I was gonna say that's not her, right? She's
No,
the main
it's not.
character.
But tell me it's not. You'll get if I hadn't told you
Who
it
is
wasn't,
it?
you'd be like, damn, she's good in this.
The girl that looks somewhat like
She's
her.
making
but
her comeback.
different
Carrie
actress.
Monahan, maybe something like that.
All right, number 3, huge trade alert in the NHL. Jack Eichel of the Buffalo Sabres. He's like their only good player, I think. He was traded to the Vegas Golden Knights, who's a title contender every year, for Alex Tuck and Peyton Krebs. Doesn't mean anything to you guys. Alex Tuck's pretty good. Peyton Krebs, I think, is like a prospect. But it's like one superstar for a really good forward and a prospect, I think. But the two guys, this is what I want to talk about, who have to move from Buffalo to Vegas. Or I mean, from Vegas to Buffalo. How upset are you if you're those guys?
How
Like-
much money they make in a year?
I mean, NHL players probably. I mean, definitely below 10 mil a year. Both of them, I think.
Ooh, below
Um,
10 mil. Poor guys. But like north of a mil.
Yeah, north of that. Yeah, for sure.
I love
Uh,
Buffalo, man. It's
are you-
it's Buffalo is a cool town.
This wouldn't bum you out at all. Having moved from Vegas to Buffalo.
Well, hockey guys like cold weather, though. You know.
It's not about that though,
I don't
Wes.
know. You're in
Yeah,
your
I know
20s.
it's not as cool of a town, but you
Right.
got right across the river. You got what's over there?
Toronto.
Toronto. That's pretty sweet. You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
Right
I was thinking
across
like
the lake.
San Diego to Indianapolis or something. Or like
How
San
old are
Diego
these
to
boys?
Baltimore.
Bill, how old are these boys?
They're in their 20s, man. Like they're
Family
they're,
men?
They're partying age. They're
yeah,
age
where the
they-
families live.
Look, you're gonna
Where's mom and
crush
dad?
you're gonna crush ass in whatever market you're in. And
Of
to be honest with
course.
you, you're probably gonna crush more ass in Buffalo if you're a hockey player. That's like
100%.
and look, these are great women. You want to crush Buffalo ladies' butts. You don't want to go down to Vegas and crush ass because let's be honest,
You're getting more STDs in Vegas.
it's not about the STDs, Will.
but
It's not about that. It's about the quality of lady. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
it's about
Okay.
the it's you know
you're
down
saying
in
they're
Vegas.
gonna find a wife in Buffalo. They're just gonna.
You're gonna
a
find
bunch of
wives.
girlfriends.
You can start a cult up there, man.
Mm,
If you
okay.
wanted to, if they were into it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know. I'm not
Start a
buying. It.
family.
Not buying it. I think this would suck.
Nice healthy family.
Like
You're
next-
king, though. You're the fuck. I mean, in
No.
Vegas, Carrot Top is king. In Buffalo, you are king.
Nah. I think this would be like basically like almost like getting shipped to a foreign league.
It's
like
probably
when
the
you're
only
used to Vegas and you go to Buffalo. That's a downgrade.
probably the only town where the hockey team is bigger than the football team potentially.
I don't know about that. The
What do you
Bills.
mean?
People love the Bills.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
No way, dude. The
Yeah, no
Bills.
way. The Bills.
Bills Mafia.
Bills
Absolutely
Mafia.
not. The Sabres are probably like way down the
Okay,
list.
whatever. So yeah, fuck them.
And Vegas actually has the best hockey market of any city. They
Okay,
watch more
well then these
hockey.
guys are fucked. Well, what do you want me to say? I'm trying to look on the bright side. It's
All
Friday.
that snow.
I love Alex Tuck. He's a great player.
Well, he's Alex fucked now.
He is in Buffalo. Sorry,
Is he an
guys.
attractive man?
Not. I wouldn't say especially.
Then he needs to go to Buffalo.
I hope he checks out the suburb of Aurora. It's a delight.
All right.
No offense, Buffalo. I love you.
Yeah, he's handsome. I wouldn't.
he's
but-
gonna clean up in Buffalo.
Said that.
I wouldn't, but he's not bad looking.
All right,
He's
number
no
two.
Ronaldo.
Nah. Number 2, Fauci versus Rand Paul. I don't know what round this is. I think it's round 2. Or round at least 2. Ding, ding, ding. Rand Paul and Anthony Fauci were back at it in the Senate, mixing it up again over the Wuhan lab leak theory. I watched most of the exchange, but here are the 2 clips. They're shorter, being used mostly by the 2 sides. So first is Rand Paul's statement as cut by the Daily Caller. I think
Ugh.
one of those daily things.
And coincidentally,
I have not
coincidentally, the
changed
definition
any
appeared
definition.
on the same day the NIH said that, yes, there was a gain of function in Wuhan. The same day the definition appeared, the new definition, to try to define away what's going on in Wuhan. Until you accept it, until you accept responsibility, we're not going to get anywhere close to trying to prevent another lab leak of this dangerous sort of experiment. You won't admit that it's dangerous, and for that lack of judgment, I think it's time that you resign.
Thank you, Senator Paul.
Okay. So that was him calling for the resignation of Fauci because he's unwilling to discuss the possibility of a Wuhan lab leak or the fact that they were doing gain of function there. But here is Fauci's response as cut by the recount. Pat, so that one's better than one of the
I don't
daily
really want to
things,
see either
right?
of these guys.
The recount for you for the left side. Here it is.
More to say except to say that, as usual, and I have a great deal of respect for this body of the Senate, and it makes me very uncomfortable to have to say something, but he is egregiously incorrect in what he says. Thank you.
Thank
History will figure that out on its own.
So-
Okay.
Oh.
See that's what I want. I don't want this. I want someone to break it down because it's so many pages. It's a bunch of shit. I want someone to be like, here's what Fauci's coming from. Here's exactly
Right.
why he's saying this. Here's why we know why Paul's saying this. But these guys yelling at each other, it doesn't get us anywhere.
Well, they've
Gain
done
of
it now
function.
so many
Gain of
times.
function. That's
Right.
all I hear.
So the entire exchange was weird, and it was about how the NIH, Fauci's department, recently changed their definition of gain of function research and deleted that off of their website. And it was at the same time as all these FOIA documents coming out that Fauci did sign off on bat to human coronavirus research at the Wuhan lab. So, Fauci, if you watch the whole thing, he was literally shaking when he was holding his notepad, giving his response. And as a follow-up from previous reports on this show, Dr. Fauci is not just at odds with Rand Paul, he's at odds with Dr. Deborah Birx, Dr. Robert Redfield, regarding the existence of gain of function research going on at the Wuhan lab at the time of the outbreak, not to mention the Eco Health Alliance contract that came out from the FOIA request from The Intercept. So there's lots of evidence out there saying that it likely came from the lab, but Fauci's just sticking to his claim that it's totally natural.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's a
They
brief
want him to
summary
be
of
the
it.
fall guy.
All right.
He's gonna be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think Peter Dosick from Eco Health Alliance is actually going to be the fall guy. So
I mean,
Really?
we'll see
look,
how it happens. Yeah.
The point is, right, I really doubt that Fauci, whatever he did, right, did it nefariously or like purposely.
What,
You know, he
right,
he-
sure,
it was
not
probably
purposely.
negligence
Sure,
of some
not
sort.
purposely, but he's no. If it did come from the lab, how likely is it that he's known the whole time? I mean, almost certain.
Yeah, it's
right?
possible, and then that's culpability if that's the case, because then you gotta identify that shit early, so
Right.
we have all the information, all
I
the
don't
facts, so we can stop it. But the point is, let's figure out what the fuck happened, so we make sure this shit doesn't happen again. Because there's
Right, but then
buku viruses in labs, right?
yeah, but the NIH and China are being obstinate and standing in the way of research. So, it's
And if he knew exactly where it came from, he could have given a pretty strong warning about how to deal with it, because he knows a lot about it.
right, they haven't released EcoHealth Alliance's documents. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered on the American and the Chinese side. So we'll see how it plays out. But I think the clock's ticking for that coming out. The truth on that coming out.
Yeah.
All right, number one.
The cream of the crop!
Speaking of COVID-19, a new COVID-19 vaccine mandate is going into effect on January 4th. President Biden had said that he was going to make a vaccine mandate back in September, but he waited until just a couple days after the election cycle to announce the exact details. And here they are. All employees at companies with 100 employees or more must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by January 4th, 2022, or they have to take a test each morning to prove that they're negative when they come in. That's about 84 million people that are under that umbrella.
Who's
Why
paying for
you
the test?
laughing, Wes?
I was just thinking about like a prostitute that has to like prove that she's clean every day she comes into work.
This cough's not from COVID.
Like that'd be the best,
Yeah, cigarette smokers are fucked. Who's paying for the test? Good question, Pat. It does not stipulate, it's OSHA rules, and they don't stipulate that the company has to pay for it. So technically, employees might be out of pocket on these tests if they don't want to get vaccinated. Also, unvaccinated employees would be required to wear masks under these new OSHA rules that will fine up to $13,653 per violation. A little weird, though, because they're like, companies need to self-enforce it. So they only may audit you sometimes.
Well, that's kind of the vibe with all OSHA rules.
Right. So I think a lot of companies aren't going to take it. Though a lot of companies will take it very seriously. Some
OSHA's
won't.
busy though. OSHA is a busy organization.
No,
There
they're
ain't
not
no
going to
doubt
be able to
about that.
come audit you. If you work in healthcare, there's no option to take the tests. You have to get the vaccine, or I guess that means you'd be fired unless your company opts to not comply, which many companies will and have already stated that they will not be complying. I'm just glad that we don't have 100 employees at Hard Factor, because this would fucking suck to deal with if you had to do this at work. Good luck, HR people. Like, could you imagine?
Yeah. So does
Vaccine mandates so like polarizing, and then this. at
So
work?
question, like, so if say you're working for a company, like say, a grocery store, HEB, obviously they have thousands of employees that work under the umbrella, but does it matter each store? Like if they have less than 100 employees at each store?
No,
does
your
that-
company. So
your
all
company,
HEB,
okay.
boom.
Okay.
You got to all be
Wow.
HEB's under it. Boom.
Okay.
Just your company. Yeah. So lots of, like I said, 84 million people. That's probably the vast majority of the workforce, right? So
Yeah. Damn.
But that's coming up. And that's today's Cup of Coffee in the Big Time, which was brought to you by Mack Weldon. If you're a busy guy, stop thinking about what you're going to wear and just embrace the radically efficient Mack Weldon Daily Wear System. The Daily Wear System is a selection of clothes rooted in smart design, made with performance fabrics and built to work together. From breathable tees and polos to stylish button-ups and shorts, underwear, and beyond, Mack Weldon makes it easy for you to dress for work, leisure, and play, or wherever your life takes you. It's perfect for anything. I'm wearing some of the pants right now. Just fantastic. They got the Ace sweatpants, which are probably the most comfortable pants I've ever put on.
They are.
And they've also got other pants. I'm wearing like the stretchy tech ones right now. Their clothes are all comfortable, high quality, amazing fabrics 100% of the time. And it's the only pants I trusted in the delivery room for my firstborn child. Legitimately, I wouldn't take these things off. It's the only ones I knew. They looked good enough for pictures and also were comfortable enough to go the distance. A variety of tops that are always phenomenal. And the Ace sweatpants, again, that's the move. That's the move. You really gotta get in on those.
They expanded the colors on those too. There's
Oh,
like
wow, they
15 different colors now.
I gotta go back. Got to
Yeah.
get some more. Buy some time this fall with the Mack Weldon Daily Wear System. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/factor and enter promo code factor. That's MackWeldon.com/factor, promo code factor for 20% off. Mack Weldon, radically efficient wardrobing.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, truck owners, listen up. Here's the deal. Decked.com. They got a drawer system for you. It's going to blow your mind. I used to have a truck, kept a lot of stuff in there, loved keeping stuff in there. It was really disorganized. I wish I had Decked. Decked is a drawer system that's weatherproof, so it protects and secures all your stuff from Mother Nature, who could be a real mother. Let's be honest. Decked makes organizing, accessing, everything in your truck so much easier. Each of Deck's 2 full-length drawers can carry 200 pounds of whatever you got. And inside those drawers, you can put containers to fully organize. It's pretty sick. They roll out waist high for easy access. You can organize your tools, your gear, your fishing gear, your sporting equipment, whatever it is that you do professionally or as a hobbyist. Decked can take your truck bed to the next level. Best part about it, guys, Decked is built so that if your tailgate is shut and it's locked, ain't no one getting in your stuff, which is a big concern. If you're a truck owner, as a former truck owner, I'll tell you that. You're always thinking, did I leave anything in my truck? I used to have a truck toolbox. I wish I could have replaced it with Decked. I'd be thinking, man, the lock's broken on that thing. I wonder if someone's going to be up in my truck toolbox. I don't want that.
Decked
Not
has
with
you
Decked.
covered.
Not with Decked, guys. On top of that, Decked is 100% made in the United States of America, which is more important now than ever. You know that I'm a nationalist when it comes to very certain things, my pornography and the things I put on my truck. And I could gladly deck my truck out with Decked because it's made in the USA. And guys, this is a system that you need. I mean, it's going to make your truck buddies lose their shit. But me personally, I got a half a type A brain. I just salivate thinking about putting a Decked drawer system on my truck bed.
It's badass. I haven't seen. There are a lot of truck listeners in the heart of Ohio have been submitting feedback about Decked, all positive.
Yeah, we're pretty stoked about it.
There's a voicemail about it today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Let me lay something down for you guys. There's a lifetime no hassle warranty. So that means you put Decked in your truck, you can be confident that if it breaks, they're going to fix it and it's not going to break. So you essentially got a functional, working addition to your truck for the life of the truck, and that's pretty cool. Second to none customer service. This is one of these products. This is like a Yeti type product. These guys are focusing on quality, and they're doing it the right way. So check out Decked. And right now, guys, if you want to get your truck decked, you can go to decked.com, DECKED/hard factor, and you can get free shipping, which is insane because this thing's heavy. So that's decked.com/hard factor, free shipping for your Decked drawer system, decked.com/hard factor.
There you go.
I'm going to get a truck. That's what's going to happen.
If I hadn't just bought a station wagon, I'd be in the market.
Can't do it
you
with
could
the
still
dogs.
like maybe jerry rig it in there, but it'd be awkward. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
All right, y'all. It's time for the TikTok International Moment. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm using the pauses and the clips to go cough on the side. So.
Oh, you got a cough, Will?
Oh yeah. I'm propped up on goofballs right now, trying to make it.
Doing great, bud.
Thanks.
Doing great.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, if you know me, you know I don't believe in magic outside of a trip to McDonald's, and I'm not a man of traditional faith, as they would say. But just like everyone else, I can be convinced to believe wholeheartedly in something that can't be proven or can't be seen if it fits my personal needs. And in the case of the ancient ring that was recently discovered in Israel at the largest ancient wine factory that's in Yavin, Israel. That's how you pronounce it, probably. And this ring, y'all, is believed to prevent hangovers. And I'm all in. Wow. Sign me up. Where do I worship this thing? How do I get it? I'm in. This is my religion.
How do they know that?
Look at that. How do they know that, Wes?
Yeah.
Faith, man. Come on.
Oh, faith.
That's like the design they know from a book. That says...
they didn't didn't come in like a package that was like, "Yo, lucky you have found the ring."
Yep, it came in an ancient package.
Yeah. Well,
with
like
instructions.
a box. Yeah.
No,
Like,
man.
like
It's
a
got
wooden box. Yeah,
it's got amethyst. It's a gold ring set with amethyst.
And it looks
and
nice.
guys. If you know anything about amethyst, this is pure amethyst. The ancient Greeks widely believed that amethyst, and I also do now, stops the effect of alcohol and drunkenness, aka hangovers, which
What?
I am notorious for. No one gets hangovers better than this man.
So you're saying you're gonna rock some amethyst rings now, and you will never be hungover again?
Well, specifically this, I don't think I can get pure amethyst. I'm going to go on a quest for this ring. What I'm saying is, on top of being a know-it-all, I get hangovers, right? Like those are the two things I do best, and hangovers is my numero uno.
Listen, you can get an amethyst.
Amethyst, say it right.
Yeah, you can get an amethyst for like $10 on the internet right now.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying, Pat.
They're just quartz.
In fact, amethyst, most of the geodes, like like a rock that's been smashed in half and it's got a shitload of crystals in it.
Mhm.
A lot of that times that's amethyst. So you
Okay,
could
well,
actually
Yeah,
you could actually put one next to your like nightstand,
there you go.
and maybe it would just suck all the hangover out of you.
Put
every
on your
time.
pillow.
All right. Well, look, I've
Like
kind of
rock
committed
under
to
your
this
pillow.
particular ring here.
Okay.
So, yeah, I could try that, but if it doesn't work, it's probably because it's not this ring. This ring was
true.
discovered in the vast historical Byzantine network that once made up the ancient Israeli wine factory, which is pretty cool. And experts, guys, they think this ring would have been worn by a person around maybe 7th century AD of high status to indicate their wealth, which as an elitist only makes me want it more. So,
Yeah, but it's tough though. You wear this ring, and then obviously it's not going to work. And then
Whoa,
you got,
whoa,
and then you
whoa.
got to like pretend like you're not hungover because you got the ring on. You got to be all
doesn't-
chipper.
It doesn't really work. One time, I guess it could. It depends on how you look at it. I used to have a jade amulet.
it would make you drive better high.
No, it was supposed to like give you good luck or something.
I'm just
and I don't-
saying.
Maybe it did, but I don't know. I wouldn't feel like it did. I don't think. I don't really think it did anything.
If you think it did, you open yourself up to a whole new realm.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of rings, the fucking ring from Dune. That thing's awesome. You guys watch that yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you gotta see it. It's good.
No, haven't watched it yet. All right, guys, moving on. Let's go to the UK. It's already happening. So there's an article in the Daily Mail with a headline that reads, Engineer 48 was crushed to death by a robotic arm after its safety features were disabled by bosses at gardening supply factory. Court hears. So that's a headline, guys, which says one thing, but let's be honest,
Oh no.
really means another thing.
Mhm.
Now, the article says that a maintenance engineer was tragically crushed to death by a robotic arm at his job at the gardening supply factory. It was called Deco Park Limited after safety protocols were bypassed or disabled by his boss. But let's be honest here. Let's not be willfully ignorant. There's no doubt that 48-year-old Andrew Tibbett of Hipperholm was killed when the robot, quote, fell on him while he was trying to clean its sensor. But it wasn't because his boss had disabled the safety protocols. That robot was going to kill Andrew no matter how many safety procedures were in place. This is the beginning of it, guys. This fucking robot
Oh, that thing.
killed Andrew. And right now, we're hearing about this story, even though it happened back in 2017, because it's gone to court with the company and the senior management being tried for manslaughter. And if they're convicted, they'll just be patsies. Because until a procedure's put in place for robots to face trial in a court of law, this sadistic robot arm will just be free to articulate and lift and drop things all at once while Andrew Tibbett lies in his grave. It's disgusting.
Wow. I hadn't thought about that, but there is going to be a day when robots might have to take the stand.
Well, I mean, they're already killing folks. You telling me it was safety protocols that's why that arm fell on Andrew?
You said it was cleaning the
That's what it
sensors,
said.
Maybe he hates. Yeah, he doesn't want to get manhandled by Andrew, bro.
right?
It's very personal when you clean a robot sensor.
Yeah, it's not good for the robot that he was being touched by the human in a sensitive spot, and that's what caused him to smash the human to death.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look good for the robot. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Hmm.
Let's take it to Florida, guys. A Florida Man Friday story. Thinking about getting the meat market business. You want to know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because a Florida man out there in Doral, Florida, which is one of the, as we were talking about on Florida Man Friday, one of the most prolific places that Florida Man stories seem to be coming out of. But
Right. Well, I think it's Mount Trashmore.
it's Mount Trashmore. That's
Whenever
where
you have
Trashmore
Mount
is.
Trashmore as your city's like main thing, that's gonna generate some. It's like the ooze in Ghostbusters, the
Mhm.
ooze that like grows when people are mean to each other and do fucked up shit. That's kind of like Mount Trashmore,
It's like that.
right?
Well, yeah, it's like that. But
it's
something
gonna
else.
make you act a little bit more wacky when you're
Yeah,
around.
something else weird is going on in Drow, though, guys, because a Florida man with one arm, Wes pointed that out after he saw the news clip, which is pretty awesome. I didn't notice, but he's got one arm. He rolls up to a meat market, right, called Meat City. I'm sorry, it's Meat Town. Meat Town. And he uses his crowbar and his one arm to try to jimmy into Meat Town's delivery truck, maybe to get some steaks, who knows. That doesn't work. So he goes over to the bay door of Meat Town, tries to jimmy that open, and that works. And what does he find? A Bentley.
Oh, what? I thought
Yeah,
it was
$250,000
meat.
car sitting in the warehouse of a Meat Town.
Okay.
So he says, maybe the keys are around here. Goes in the office, bam, keys. Turns out it was the Bentley that belongs to the daughter of the owner of Meat Town. Again, maybe we're in the wrong business.
Yeah, sounds like Meat Town's
Apparently.
done really well. Yeah.
Yeah, or, I mean, obviously this guy's going to get busted later for whatever crime he's committing to be able to afford a Bentley for his daughter by slanging meats. But the Florida man wanted to destroy evidence in the most effective way. So he went up to the second floor, found the DVR that contained the surveillance footage, and he set that entire second floor on fire before fleeing in the Bentley. And wasn't long before he decided to commit another crime with the Bentley, where police rolled up on him and said, "Hey, is this your car?" He said, these are the keys, aren't they? So it must be my car. And they said, "Why is there a DVR in the back seat?" Because I guess maybe he didn't burn it so efficiently, so he grabbed the DVR and didn't destroy the footage. They found the footage of him stealing the Bentley, and bam,
He's carrying around the evidence.
he's carrying on the evidence. Like, he was going to take care of it later.
Driving in the evidence, carrying around the evidence,
Yeah,
holding up
one-armed.
the evidence as his proof of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now one-armed Leonald Sanchez, 31 of Miami-Dade, is behind bars for Grand Theft Auto and serious property damage to
Yeah.
Meat Town Warehouse.
Go figure.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, Wes. How did you realize he didn't have an arm? You
He
just-
didn't have an arm in the picture of him in court.
I mean, it was a good eye because it was like a Zoom court hearing.
It was
What's his name?
extremely obvious. No arm.
Leonald L. Sanchez,
The
31
flaps
Miami-Dade.
just hanging down.
I mean, if you're a judge and you're sentencing a guy with one arm to jail, you're gonna be lenient. I would
gotta
think.
see
I
some
would be.
pictures of Leonard.
Yeah, you take a year off.
Oh, you're damn right. He really does only have one arm.
Yep.
Anyway,
I thought he had it
Well,
behind his back. I wasn't.
No,
wrong.
no, that's a one-armed man.
he could have been behind his back, just wasn't attached to his body. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy criminal. You're a one-armed criminal. I mean, you're gonna get, as a criminal, you're gonna get into some situations you need to get out of quickly. One arm is gonna probably hold you.
I mean,
back.
that's what led to the downfall of the bad guy in The Fugitive. Detective Richard Kimball tracked down the one-armed man because of prosthetic records at the
That's right.
University of Chicago Medical Center. So
That's a good point.
But at the same time, like you're walking down, like say that like an alarm, like you're trying to break in somewhere, an alarm goes off, and then like you're walking down the street, and the cop stops you, and he notices you're like, "Hey, you see a guy around here, trying to break in anywhere?" And he sees you have one arm, and he's like, certainly couldn't be him. So
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, you go on your way, sir."
it's like a wheelchair bandit.
Right.
Okay.
We'll see.
The perfect cover.
That's right.
Less
Okay.
fingerprints too.
Less fingerprints. Yeah, half of them.
Come on.
Yeah.
I think there was a good joke in there somewhere.
It's Friday. Okay, real quick, we're going to talk about bird dogs, right? We've talked about, our other sponsor for fantastic clothes, Mack Weldon. You want to talk about some shorts that will blow your mind? You need to go check out Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs are incredible, and they make pants as well, and they're stretchy, and you can wear them. Great for the golf course. Great for a nice dinner out. You can get them with lining, without lining. I'm personally a without lining guy. I like underwear.
For the long ones, yeah.
Yeah, but Bird Dogs is very comfortable, and check them out for the shorts for sure. But here we go. They stole Lululemon's designer, and now they're just doing it better. So if you're not wearing bird dogs this fall, pants, getting a little chilly out, maybe in Florida, you can still wear the shorts, give them a shot. What the fuck are you doing? Every dude needs a pair of bird dogs. So they did it again, right? Go to Bird Dogs, enter promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. Those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs that whistle when you throw them. Yeah, it's that, but Bird Dogs through the logo on it. Very nice. birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR, and boom, free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off. We promise you. They are fantastic. So,
Fantastic.
I mean,
Below the
everything
belt.
we fucking push on this goddamn show is fantastic. Just buy one of them and you'll see that we're not lying to you. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have
right.
amazing sponsors.
That's right. I want to take care of another little business because I know some people just, after this shit's done, they just stop the podcast. But we got some interns coming on board that we're going to be pumping some new stuff. So everyone right now go to and follow at Hard Factor Memes on Twitter. That gentleman is going to be creating some awesome meme content for him. He's going to be helping us out with socials, so give him some love. And he's creating some great stuff already. Also, patreon.com/hardfactor. Pat got in the parlay bet yesterday. Actually, today. We don't know how it did yet. We think the Jets are going to cover, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah, we have the Jets covering at
Oh,
10.5.
sure.
So
That's it. That's it. Don't worry. Look, it's gonna. Don't worry about that right now. Let's,
Anyway, lots of
Oh, we
opportunities.
can worry about the parlay.
Lots of opportunities to make money on that Patreon, and a lot of new friends to be made. So check it out and give it a shot. All right, let's get into voicemails and reviews.
Oh,
We're
and we
gonna
got trivia coming up later this month, the 19th, right?
the 19th.
yes,
yeah.
19th is the next trivia date.
Okay,
Send in the car.
and 'tis the season. The holiday version is currently in the works and will be out in the next couple weeks. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Voicemails and reviews. We're going to do reviews first. And just to let the person that wrote that fantastic review, we're going to have to wait till Mark's back on the show in order to do that one. So that one, we'll get to that one next. Okay. Here's the first one.
Wouldn't be much of a
5
point. Yeah.
Yeah. 5 stars, Hurley 135. NFL futures bet. Who you guys putting your money on for the NFL MVP? Have a great fucking day.
Ooh, man. I see lots of people saying Kyler Murray on that. I would have said like maybe Aaron Rodgers, like if he could.
I would say Aaron Rodgers, but he's not playing this weekend.
This COVID stuff's going to knock him out of it because he's
Yeah.
going to miss like 1 to 2 games. Tom Brady's got the most TDs in the league.
Yeah, but like we gotta break it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he hasn't. How many MVPs has he won? Like probably not that many actually, right? Like MVPs of the regular season. I don't know. Probably Kyler Murray though.
It's like being in like a swingers group with Zeus, and then they're giving out who fucked your wife the best awards. It's always Zeus every year.
They hand that out. They hand that out before the playoffs or after the Super Bowl.
I think MVP is just on the regular season.
Okay.
I think it's before that because it's like probably Pro Bowl, right? Which is like before the Super Bowl.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's my guess. I don't know. I like. Yeah. I
Right
guess
now,
Kyler
Josh
Murray's-
Allen's in the running.
It's going to be
Cooper
one
Kupp.
of QBs. Yeah.
Who
You
knows?
think Cooper?
I'll go Brady.
No way, Cooper Kupp. No way.
People are saying?
Fuck that. Can't be Cooper Kupp because like he's got such a good team.
People are saying.
And
I mean, Lamar. Honestly, if Lamar Jackson turns it on, if he he has a strong second half of the season,
I hope Lamar gets it because like that's a like I like the Ravens, but yeah, I don't.
All right,
I'd say Murray's got a leg up on him so far.
One of those 8 guys. All right.
It's gonna be
we have
quarterback, I think.
Next one. 5 stars. Madison in a box. What does this show do? This show fucks.
Nice.
Thank you, Madison.
Thanks.
Next one. Croft Dog. 5 stars. What a treat. Love this podcast. Longtime listener, first time reviewer, always giving a refreshing view on the news with 4 great hosts and great comedy in between. Love your interviews that you bring on the show. Always love the betting and sports updates on Fridays. Keep them coming and love how much Pat and Wes get so mad. I think it's hilarious. Send in the car already. Have a great fucking day.
Nice. Well, don't worry. I did do that in an NHL trade at the top, and Wes and Pat were rolling their eyes constantly.
Well,
until
just-
I
we- I don't
got,
know
until I
what
got
to
to
give
the
you.
part about Buffalo versus Vegas.
I don't have a lot to give you on it.
Yeah, neither do I. Who was this guy? Tick? What are you talking about? Tick?
So we got
Okay.
we're gonna get Wes and Pat's take on
On the
2
Justin Tuck
middle
trade.
tier hockey players.
Oh, Eichel's a superstar. Tuck's like
They
When
could
it's
be.
hockey
They
season.
could be fucking anyone short of Wayne Gretzky. I got no take for that.
Right, yeah. Could name maybe eight teams. All right. JRA27 says, good show. Good substitute for agenda fueled news. The boys are funny and other viewers, which is funny. But it makes sense. As a left-leaning person myself, I enjoy listening to Pat's ideas and thoughts behind the stories. So there you go. There's some love for PCAS. Nice. 5 stars, Trey, a bunch of numbers. Boys, hey, it's me, the 69-year-old who was submitted for the intern position. Pat has a little knob and Wes is a beast. Have a great fucking day. Okay.
What was the name of that? I like someone who insults me.
Trey 739292974.
I think I saw Trey's submission. I'm pretty sure it was a fake submission. I think he's faking us out on multiple fronts.
If there's really a 69-year-old that wants to intern for us, then we'll figure it out, right? As long as you pass the symbologist test, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, age is nothing but a number.
I also want to say this. For everyone that applied to our internship, we're still coming for you. We're just really slow.
We're so slow. I mean,
so we're still coming for you. So you don't think we were like, these people suck.
Right.
Fuck them.
Everybody who applied and everybody who wants to get involved with what we're going to be doing, whether you're working with us day to day or whether you're going to be part of the Hornet's Nest, which is something we're bringing up soon.
Which I'm which can be part of the token too. So yeah, anyway,
Nest is going to be sick.
Yeah.
So you don't worry. We'll be reaching out soon. We got emails brewing, but it's just we run the business alone and we're slow.
Yeah, we're slow. Cosmonst, the best. Been listening every day for a couple years now. These guys are the absolute best. Have a great fucking day. Thank you very much. Thanks. And Jingleheimer86 says, have a great fucking day. Will, have a good Nevada Day weekend.
Nice. This was last weekend, so love it.
There you go. Wes, have you ever ordered a land, air, and sea burger? And I had to look this up, so no, but I will. It's what it is. It's I believe it's McChicken, McFish, and then a hamburger patty at McDonald's, and you put them together. It sounds fantastic. I will order one. Pat, have you gone to that New Jersey deli that was the 100 million shell company yet? Need review of their subs.
So check this out. I tried where I was going to. I was fully intending to, but it's like the furthest place in New Jersey from where I live. It's like south. It's like Philly. Okay. It's like south ass
like a whole
Philly.
Day to get. Yeah.
I'll try to make it though.
Okay.
He also asked a surprisingly long state.
It is.
Yeah.
Very, very long. He also asked if any of Mark's cats are hairless, and they are not.
Would be hilarious though. Yeah, they're not though.
It puts a whole new level on you if you have a hairless cat. I mean, that's really going for it.
Well, you could just have allergies, man. Let's not discriminate,
No. You don't just lose all your hair when you're a cat and you have allergies. It's a hairless cat. It's fucking weird looking. These things are freaks. I've been listening to the pod for about 2.5 years now and definitely helped me get through pandemic along with 100 crossings of the Pacific Ocean. He's a merchant marine. Thank you for your service.
Damn.
And keep it up, boys, and have a great fucking day. All right.
Keep it up, Jingleheimer 86. Man, you're probably dealing with all that supply chain bullshit.
Damn, hell yeah. All right, voicemails is up next. First one from Bart, Mark, whatever you want.
Nice.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? This is Bart from Missouri. Mark, Bart, whatever you want to call me.
What's up, Mark?
At this point. Anyway, I got a fun little story for you guys. You guys had some poop stories a while back. I got a pretty good one for you.
Okay.
So after I got out of rehab, they put me in a halfway house, and so I'm in this halfway house. The house manager he's quite the funny guy. Anyway, I went to the bathroom. I took me a big old dump, right? And I go out and I'm smoking a cigarette, and I'm thinking, man, that thing just smells horrible. So I run up to the manager, the house manager's room, and I said, hey, Jimmy. I said, you need to come down here, man. I went down in that bathroom, and someone's been smoking pot in the downstairs bathroom. I'm telling you. Jimmy comes running down there as fast as he can. I wish I could show you guys. He stuck his head in there, and he just took the biggest whiff I've ever seen someone take. Like, he was so excited to smell that weed, and couldn't just got a nose full of my butthole.
Damn. That's awesome.
Well, then he proceeded to try to, chase me across the house. Joke me out, but that was fun, well deserved, well worth it. You guys have already told your poop stories. I don't know, maybe if you got another one that's funny, that poop stories are always worth hearing. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Have a good night.
You too, Bart.
I got to tell you, I hate a shit story. I think it's base. I think it's terrible. I think it's crass. Mark's not on the show tonight.
You
But
don't
that's
like the
that's my
food
favorite
stories.
one I've ever heard. That is awesome.
Because
It's a
it's
good
just
one.
about getting them to smell your shit.
It's also about messing with authority because when you're in a halfway house, you're not free, and it's like having an intense RA that can send you back to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a line with how you can mess with them, and
It's a good one.
yeah.
One of
Use the
my-
smarts.
One of my favorite shit stories is a lot of people have had those threads going on with
I don't.
where people send each other their shit pics.
Mhm.
Well, Wes, this is
Okay.
not much of it.
This is a good one, actually.
Wes started ours one time, and he did it. He was the first one to do it, and the way he got all of us was he just titled an email LeBron like 5 exclamation points. So we all thought it was a LeBron highlight or something.
Oh,
We
man.
pull it up and it's just Wes's shit.
Yeah, that was a fun couple years when we were doing that. But
LeBron.
That was awesome.
that was like back in 2011. The best part about that though was this. So we have a buddy in our crew named Colin, right? And there's a woman who's gone on to be very successful in the costuming business, who's also named Colin, who works in the film and TV business. And at the time she was in Austin, and, Wes was working in the film and TV business, as was I. And I was on a movie with Colin, and we were prepping this movie, and it was during the time that we were sending shit pictures around. And
Wes had an accident.
her email must have gotten, is in Wes's address book.
Did she get the LeBron? Did she get the
No,
original
she got the
one?
3 bears, I think.
Oh, wow.
But
the nest. Should get the nest.
I'm like I'm in pre-production in this and this woman Colin goes, who the fuck is Wes Shepard, and why the fuck did he just send me a picture of his shit?
I wish I could meet her. I have no idea.
Went to
she
the
is.
wrong Colin. She did the costumes on that what was that movie with Andy Samberg where they were in like the perpetual loop, Palm Springs. She did the costumes on Palm Springs.
Well, sorry, Colin. Now you know. All right, let's go to the next one. This was also from Bart.
What's up again, Hard Factor boys? I literally just got off the phone calling you guys and was finishing off the podcast. I heard you guys say something about how me and Dr. Lickety should shake hands. I don't want to shake that dude's hand. I want to give him a hug. This dude, hey man, like I said, I'm a welder, so that's just what we do. It's fun. I don't take anything out of it, I don't know Dr. Lickadees, and I'm sure if I did, we would probably get along. So anyway,
I think so.
virtual
Indeed.
hug handed out. Y'all take it easy. Love you guys. Peace.
I do. I
There you go.
agree with Bart. I think they would get along. Yeah.
They would.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. This one is the one that talks about decked. Gentlemen, very excited.
It's Bryant from Maryland. First off, I just want to say it's badass that you guys are sponsored by Decked now. I got one of their systems installed in my GMC in the spring, and it is awesome. I do a shit ton of fly fishing on the weekends. I do camping, and I put a bed cap on there, so I have like a low profile mattress. I can camp out. I can put all my camping gear on one side of the system, and then my fly fishing gear on the other side. Pretty badass.
It's
You guys have
incredible.
touched on it a couple times in the past few weeks, and I just wanted to come clean. The company that received $3.1 million in funding, Eco Health Alliance, that then worked with the Wuhan lab, applied to a job for them, fellowship, back in 2014. Didn't get it, and pretty glad I didn't.
Dodge fucking bullet.
Just through association, probably wouldn't wanted that on my resume.
No.
Lastly, college football playoff rankings came out. My little brother goes to the University of Cincinnati. I told him the only way if Cincinnati gets in is if Michigan State wins out and Georgia wins out. Thoughts? Let me know. Have a great fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's talk about the truck shit. What an awesome setup that is. So, like,
Dude.
the cap on your truck.
I sent you guys Bryant's video he sent me yesterday too. You saw
Yeah.
how badass.
I mean,
his
it's
setup is.
genius. It's
amazing.
genius. Yeah, it's one of the best hacks if you have a cap on your truck, because then you can put a mattress in the back of your truck and be comfortable while you're camping.
Mhm.
But then having the deck system underneath it, come on.
Oh, it's
girl.
so pro. And like they slide in, like he demoed the drawers, and they like slide and lock, and they just look so like solid. Like everything's like metal. It's so nice.
That got me so hyped because like I got when I was still working in the music business, I got real like the only hobby I had was outfitting vans. Like I would like if my band had a van, it was like a free van that you could work on that you could like turn into like, you know, a living space. And I got really excited about that. Looked at all sort of fabrication, development of stuff, and like essentially what the deck system is. Brian touched on it. It's like it's like a guaranteed like living mobile home with if you have the bed in the back of your truck bed with the cap on, because then your whole setup is right underneath you and it rolls out.
You're basically turning.
It's pretty sick.
The truck into like a houseboat.
It's pretty sick. All right, Cincinnati. What is it going to take for them to get to
because they're undefeated. I get what he's saying now. He's saying Michigan State, they'd go undefeated. They'd be in as well. I guess he's saying if everybody needs to be undefeated, right? So like that would have Georgia, Cincinnati, Oklahoma, and Michigan State all undefeated. Alabama would be the only one loss and not get in above.
But isn't that why we have the playoff, right? That
right, but there's only 4 teams.
Yeah.
So I think he's saying like it would be all undefeateds in the Final Four, which I could see that. I mean, Cincinnati's just they're like with Alabama. If Alabama keeps like smashing people, and especially if Alabama beats Georgia in the SEC title game, Cincinnati's toast.
Who does Cincinnati have left?
Nobody. They don't play like they had like maybe
Right.
one hard game like in the beginning of the year.
Right.
Or they had a few.
There's South Florida. They have
they beat Notre Dame in the past. They beat a couple good
Tulsa
teams in the
this
past.
weekend. SMU.
Right.
I mean,
SMU could be a challenge for them.
Yeah, SMU's pretty good, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Cincinnati's fighting an uphill battle, especially if Georgia loses a game. I agree with that, Brian.
I mean, if Alabama blows out LSU this weekend and then beats Auburn, and then they're going to play, they're going to play Georgia in the SEC championship,
right? Yeah,
then that's game over.
Shine. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, good luck. It'll be great if they get there and then just get blown out, right?
But maybe like if they won and then some other people lost, Cincinnati could sneak in. Like if Oklahoma and Michigan State both.
But the Alabama gets the votes, man. That's just how it is.
Right.
Like, there is some serious prejudice.
Obviously, we don't know much about this, but I agree, Brian.
Strength of schedule, right?
Well, remember when TCU went undefeated, and I forget what this was like 10 years ago. I forget what their ranking was, but it was dog shit.
Ohio State got in. Was it?
Yeah, well, that was pre-playoff, but yeah, I mean, Alabama always gets the love, man. If it's between Alabama, I mean, Michigan State though, Cincinnati's better than.
Yeah, there's a lot of like one-loss teams breathing down their neck. I guess Wake Forest is undefeated still. I didn't realize.
Dude,
that.
I've lost some money this year on Wake Forest because my thing was always bet against Wake Forest, and you always win, and not this year.
Not this year. They're undefeated. I didn't realize that. Wow. Right.
All right, well, good luck, I guess. Next one is from Colin. He's going to talk more NASCAR.
Nice.
Boys, Colin from California. So I'm listening to today's show, which is Friday's show, and they were discussing NASCAR drivers. This one I'm serious about, though. Kevin Harvick. He's a Bakersfield boy. He grew up in my same town. Went to high school with my uncle. Great fucking stand-up dude. Cool dude. Highly recommend Kevin Harvick. Wait, and plus he drives the Busch Light truck, the Busch Light car, you know? Secondly, the guy from California. As a guy that's from a shithole town in California that is pretty ugly, San Francisco is a lot fucking uglier. I would rather be in my shithole town in the middle of summer where it's 110 than be up spending $1 million on a fucking shack in San Francisco. You know $3,000 a month gets you in my fucking town? Get you a pretty nice house. But you're in a shithole too. You know $3,000 a month gets you in San Francisco? It lets you live in someone's fucking closet. If this guy who now doesn't live in San Francisco wants to shit on Wes, I'm going to go on a limb and shit on fucking San Francisco even more. Because San Francisco is the biggest shithole in the whole entire fucking state. They're all fucking crazy. There's something in the water up there that causes their people to go fucking insane and just be completely off their rockers. You
Their
know?
taxes
and
pay
then
for
they
my
fuck it all
schools.
up for the rest of us down here. So fuck San Francisco and fuck that guy. There's a reason why he lives in Providence and not not in San Francisco anymore, because they fucking overpriced themselves out of it. Have a great fucking day.
Woo.
Colin's fired up.
Colin's hot about
Wes,
San Francisco.
Did you see the issue with the? No, okay, this is a bit of propaganda, and Fox News pulled up hard on this propaganda tip, saying that the glass shortage in San Francisco is only because of car break-ins, and it is because of car break-ins, but also supply chain issues. But there's a serious
They
issue.
literally have run out of windshields. Because
Well,
that's how many cars have been broken into.
There's probably like an allocated amount of windshields or car glass that gets sent to different areas
Right,
of the
and
country.
San
'cause of
Francisco
supply
ran
chain.
out of theirs like real fast.
They ran through it, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we don't
Because of
have
break-ins.
windows.
Go figure.
But look, man, it's the most.
Sounds
top,
like a paradise.
It's top 5 cities in America, hands down, Wes.
Yeah, historically and like the restaurants and stuff. And
the restaurants,
the
bro,
beauty
the
of the city.
Presidio, cruise around that fucking thing.
Yeah,
man.
but like I do tend to agree that like the big cities in California are at some of their lowest points right now. Like after like during COVID and stuff, like it seems like a lot of people are jumping ship. They had the first year ever in California where the population went down was last.
That's
year.
great. That's great because it's a place I would love to live. But
Yeah,
can't
but it
afford
went down for a reason. I think like what Colin's saying.
Did
like,
it get any
moving out.
less beautiful and any less
No,
majestic?
I mean the state is still beautiful, but I wouldn't say that their big cities are at their strongest point. I would say they're at one of their weakest points right now.
Okay.
In terms of like,
I'm taking the whole team to San Francisco one of these days. That's what I'm gonna start saving up to take the whole team to San Francisco.
Love it.
Nice.
Bring this hat.
Well, I could just drive over and meet you there, but you know,
Well, that's good. It's gonna make the trip cheaper for me.
it will. Yeah, California's expensive.
Thank you for coming to my defense, though, Colin. I appreciate that. It's hot.
He's like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Kevin
all
Harvick,
right.
though, we gotta give him a try.
He's like a pit bull, and the other person was like a defenseless child.
Yeah. Next one.
What's up, boys? This is Kalen from Maine. I'm just finishing up the Thursday episode of the featuring Marnie, and you know who you guys need to have on to be the eligible bachelor for the follow-up is the caller. I don't remember what his name was. The caller who had some kind of love triangle going on with his girlfriend and his roommate.
Yeah, he's talking about
He also
California.
lives with them. I think he was from California.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Bakersfield,
you guys should have
Yeah.
him on to be the eligible bachelor for the Marnie follow-up because it seems like he could use a tip.
You got
Anyway,
our minds.
big fan of the Thursday episode, and have a great fucking day.
There you go.
That's it.
California, great minds think alike. I mean, that's as soon as we heard we were going to get Marnie on the show, the immediate first thing we thought was we got to get Colin from California on to be her test subject. But we weren't sure like if she could handle Colin.
Not on the first
who
date.
we love,
Right,
we love
yeah.
to death. But she, Colin's got a lot of relationship issues and also tenant issues, which are one and the same that need to
I
be
think
sorted
Colin's
out.
described himself as a tiz sometimes. So
Right. And
Like,
wasn't he in a relationship? So we need to wait till he's like not in a committed relationship.
He's gotta be able
Colin's
to
doing
speak
good right now.
freely.
Yeah,
Right.
I think he's doing good. Like
He's doing good right now.
You don't want to bring
Proud
him
of our
on
boy.
and mess up that relationship by get,
Oh,
how
he's
do I
in-
get
he's
other
in
women?
something solid. All right. Yeah. Well, then we got to.
Yeah.
Gotta
Let
back
us know,
up.
Colin. You break up with your girlfriend, you can come on the show. How about that?
No, don't do that, Colin. But Marnie is, I think she's in LA, and Colin's like, what, a 3-hour drive from LA? Maybe we get
Bakersfield's a pretty close drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe we get out there and do a little video night on the town.
There you go.
Marnie and Colin.
Be something. We'll definitely have Marty back though, because that was fun. So we'll have Marty back. 2 more.
First off, I want to tell you guys I love your show, but you got me addicted to this crypto crap. And I've got all this Starship now.
Yeah.
It's zooming up 20-something grand in my account.
Yeah.
And I haven't logged on in 6 months. You're talking about it again. I went to look at it, and I can't sell it because this pancake swap thing isn't working with Apple.
Oh,
I need some real guidance here, guys.
You can
Oh my
sell it.
God.
Call me back. 76.
Hey, you can sell it. So there's a way you can still use Pancake Swap on Trust Wallet just through your computer. It's called Wallet Connect. It's a little QR code thing. You can also just transfer your stuff to, what is it? MetaMask is the other wallet you guys.
Yeah,
use
but you'll get taxed because that's the way the contract is set up. But DM one of us if you're any of us. We'll get back to DMs if you're having issues selling crypto.
Yeah,
but
I just figured this out myself, and I would explore that Wallet Connect using Pancake Swap on your computer.
Email the main or DMS hardfactornews@gmail.com. We'll help you out.
Well, yeah, we'll get you out of there. But I mean, good for you, man. Like, I'll tell you what, if I had held on to my Starship, I'd have quit the show, but I had to dump it when it got low. If you held, and we also didn't know the devs at that point and didn't really understand exactly what it was like.
I diamond handed it all the way, baby.
We thought it was a good project, but we didn't know like what
their
full plan was. And now that we know their full plan, I'm like, we obviously all bought back in and are diamond handing because it's long term. These guys are solid. But I want to make something really clear, guys. This is the second altcoin pump that we're seeing, and it will not last. I promise you.
Crypto goes in waves. Obviously, it like does this stuff where it gains a bunch and then there's big crashes, and it gains a bunch and there's big crashes. But I guess that's cyclical, right? It's like been that way forever, kind of.
Right. The bottom keeps going up, though. That's the thing. The bottom keeps raising.
I mean, Starship has a reinvestment protocol, right? So like, so here's what we can tell you about Starship. There's lots of fucking scammers out there, right? Lots of weird ass shit. Lots of funky DeFi altcoins. But I personally know the devs at Starship. They're not that way. They're honest businessmen, and what they're doing is something really kind of cool.
Team's docs. You can go to their website.
Yeah,
it's nice.
But they're doing a RIV protocol, so it's a reinvestment protocol. So they partly use some of the income generated from the token to fund different business ventures. As those business ventures are profitable, they buy their own token back, right, to put more money in the liquidity pool and raise the floor price of their token. So it's called a reinvestment protocol. It's pretty cool. So like as their NFTs are selling well on the Wax Atomic Hub platform, the Wax blockchain, and as they're building out their NFT game, right, they'll be generating more profit and rewarding it. That's how they're rewarding it back to you, the investor, as a holder of their token.
They've got a wallet. They've got a bunch of stuff they're working on. So
But seriously, if you ever want to, two things. Make sure you take gains, and if you're ever having trouble selling, just hit us, man. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. All right, one more. Here we go.
Nice.
All right, boys, I did it. I sent in the car. Should have done a long time ago, so I do apologize for being so late, but I think I'm going to go get a McRib now. I had one a couple days ago, and I can't stop thinking about it. Actually, I might bring my son. It might actually be his first McRib, so I'll keep you guys posted. Anyway,
Congrats.
Have a great fucking weekend.
Way to go, Dan.
Way to go, Dan.
Send in the car.
And there you have it. We'll end on that.
Yeah.
Get you a McRib this weekend.
Do it.
Do it for you. Do it
Get
for
you a dad who will get you a McRib this week.
That's right.
Actually, the McRib I had this week was the best McRib I feel like I've had. Period. I feel like they've done something this round, and the McRibs is extra special.
I don't know what they've done, but I've felt that about every time. At last few times I ate at McDonald's, I've been like, wow, something's different here. But I think it's just the exact same. And I just
really figured this out.
Anyway, get you a McRib. But most importantly, we love you. Have a great fucking weekend.